With just 3 tortillas, I make an incredible and very easy breakfast. To start this recipe, I'm going to use 3 medium tortillas. I'm going to stack them on top of each other, nicely aligned to make the next step easier. Now that I've stacked all the tortillas, I'm going to roll them up like this. Make a firm roll so it will be easier to slice later. Roll tightly and make sure it's snug, just like I'm showing here. Now grab a sharp knife and start cutting into thin slices. Slice gently and repeat this process for the entire roll. In a large bowl, I'm going to crack 3 fresh eggs to prepare the mixture. I'll also add about 1/3 of a cup of milk and half a teaspoon of salt to season the mix. I add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, which gives a delicious flavor, and half a teaspoon of black pepper for a special touch. Now I mix everything really well until all ingredients are well combined. It's important to beat thoroughly so the result is nice and even. We're now preparing this filling, which will be the base of our breakfast. This breakfast is delicious and super practical for any day. Everything is well mixed. Now I set aside the whisk and bring over the skillet. In the greased skillet, I'm going to prepare the base to assemble it. I bring over the tortilla strips that we had set aside. I place them all in the skillet, spreading them evenly so they lay flat. I arrange the tortillas to ensure even cooking. The strips look beautiful like this and are already starting to brown slightly. I organize them well to cover the bottom of the skillet. I spread them nicely so it looks pretty and appetizing. Everything is well arranged. Now I take the egg and milk mixture. I pour it carefully over the distributed tortillas. Then I add some chopped red bell pepper for extra color and flavor. The bell pepper adds a special touch that makes all the difference. It also makes the recipe more vibrant and full of life. Remember, this is to taste. You can adjust the amount as you prefer. I also add shredded cheese on top to make it nice and creamy. I'm using shredded cheese, but you can use sliced cheese if you prefer. The cheese melts and makes everything even more delicious and appetizing. You can add as much as you like. There are no rules here. I love it with lots of cheese, so I added plenty. To finish, I sprinkle some chopped chives on top. You can also use cilantro or parsley, depending on your preference. All options are delicious and add freshness. Everything's in place and it's ready to cook. Now I cover the skillet and set the heat to very low so it cooks slowly. Let it cook for about 5 minutes so the egg sets well. It's important to keep the lid on so it cooks evenly. Time's up and it's ready, nicely cooked and smelling amazing. I'll carefully remove it and place everything on a nice plate to serve. I'm going to cut a slice so you can see how it looks inside. The texture is perfect and it looks delicious. Make this recipe at home and surprise everyone at breakfast.